Om Shanti. Madhuban Murli, 2023, September 18. Today's Mahabhakya essence. Sweet children, the Father desire is that you children become full destroyer of attachment. When you make this firm promise, Baba, you are mine and I am yours, true love can be forged. Today's questions. What is the main difference between the sacrificial fire created by Rudra Shiv Baba and those created by human beings? Answer. Whatever sacrificial fire human beings create, they are material sacrificial fire into which they put sesame seeds and grains. This sacrificial fire that the Father has created is an imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge, into which the whole of the old world is to be sacrificed. Those sacrifice fire continue for a short time, whereas this sacrificial fire will continue until destruction takes place. When you children reach your karmati stage, this sacrificial fire will end. Today's song. This is a battle of the strong with the weak. Details. Om Shanti. You children now know that this is called a school as well as the sacrificial fire of knowledge. In terms of a school, an aim and objective is definitely needed. This is the sacrificial fire and also a school. This is the sacrificial fire of knowledge of Rudra that those people copy. They create material sacrificial fires. They pour offering of sesame seeds and grain into them. They also have another very big type of sacrificial fire which they surround with the scriptures. They do this on a very big piece of land. On one side, they keep the rice, ghee, flour, etc. And on the other side, they place on the scripture. Whatever scripture you ask for, they will relate something from that, and they will then continue to pour offering into the sacrificial fire. The Father says, Rudra is my name. They say that God Rudra created a sacrificial fire of knowledge. So, that was called a sacrificial fire of knowledge of Rudra. Just as they named street Nehru Mark, Road and Nehru Park, etc. After Nehru, Rudra is God Shiva. The sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra was created by him. The whole of the old world is to be sacrificed into this sacrificial fire. This should not be in anyone's intellect. It is such a big world and the cities are so far apart. Everything will be sacrificed into this imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge. The old world is definitely to be destroyed and the new world created. Natural calamities also help destruction take place. So this is an imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge of Rudra, in which the horse is sacrificed for receiving sovereignty. Imperishable means that it will continue until destruction takes place. No one else has such a sacrificial fire that continue all the time. At the most, they would make it continue for a month. They also relate the Gita for a month. The Father explained, I have created the sacrificial fire of knowledge. This is the horse that is sacrificial for sovereignty. That is, your chariot have to be sacrificed. They have to be sacrificed. They have given it another name. They show a sacrificial fire of Daksha Prajapita in which they burn a horse. That is a long story. The Father explained This is my imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge. It is an imperishable sacrificial fire created by the imperishable one. It is not that it will continue all the time. This sacrificial fire will continue until the time comes when the whole of the old world is to be sacrificed. The Father is the ocean of knowledge. There are so many scriptures of the path of devotion. The Father is the ocean of knowledge, and so he would surely have new knowledge. The Father gives his full introduction, and he also explains how the world cycle turns through which souls become Trikaldarshi. No one else can give the knowledge of being Trikaldarshi. Firstly, you children have to imbibe this knowledge, and secondly, with the power of yoga, you also have to become conqueror of sinful action. It takes time for the burden of sin of many births that are on your head to be burnt. It has been so many years and you still have not become karmatit. When you reach your karmatit stage, the sacrificial fire will also end. This is a very important sacrificial fire. You can see sign of how preparation are being made. As you progress further, you will see that even the natural calamities are making their preparations. Sometimes there will be very strong floods, sometimes earthquake, and sometimes there will be famine. Those people continue to tell lie about how they have made 4-year plan and that there will then be a lot of grain available. Oh, but there will also be so many people eating all of that. It would not be just human beings eating it. There will also be locusts and insects, etc. When there are floods, they cause a lot of damage. Those poor people do not know anything. You know that there will definitely be famine, etc. The signs of that are visible. If even a small war takes place, food stopped coming in. In the earlier war, so many steamers were sunk. They caused a lot of damage to one another. The Father says the sacrificial fire was also created 5,000 years ago, and you also studied Raj Yoga. A sacrificial fire is created by Brahmin priests. They have written story about a war in the Gita. They have also mentioned Sanjay. All of that is the paraphernalia of the path of devotion. That too is imperishable. The same paraphernalia will emerge once again on the path of devotion. The Ramayana, etc., and the scripture that have emerged will emerge again. All the kingdoms that have continued, the British, the Muslim, etc., those who have been and gone, will come again. Partition will take place again. You can understand this thing. You are number wise too. Some do not understand anything at all. The Father explained how many sacrificial fire are created. You have to explain to them, in fact, that sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra, in which the horse was sacrificed for attaining sovereignty, was created by Rudra, God Shiva, not Sri Krishna. Sri Krishna will receive that same form in the golden age. He cannot receive it at any other time because his name, form, place, and time all continue to change. It is not possible that Sri Krishna would come and call himself the purifier. Only the one supreme soul is the purifier. You cannot ask why did he not reveal his form earlier? No, he would not tell you everything at the beginning. He would ask why did he not give us this knowledge earlier? Why does He not give us the knowledge in just one day? No, He is the ocean of knowledge, and so He will definitely continue to speak it little by little. It is not that you study all of that at the same time. You study number wise, and this study takes time. This is called an imperishable sacrificial fire of the knowledge of Rudra. This is not written anywhere. In this scripture, these words are mentioned just for the sake of it. Ancient is the Rajyug of Bharat. Acha, ancient means from when? From the beginning. So surely heaven would have been created from His imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge. The Father says, I come at the confluences of every cycle. They have then made a mistake and changed the length of time. They have given the golden age a duration of hundred of thousand of years. They have told I, there are 4 parts. There are also 4 equal parts in the swastika, knowledge and devotion. For half a cycle it is the day knowledge, and for half a cycle it is the night. Devotion, the reward of knowledge is better, and the reward of devotion is buttermilk. While gradually falling, some completely die. The new world definitely has to become old. The degree continue to decrease. This is why this is called a corrupt, vicious world. It is a devil's world. You know that God cannot be found by your doing devotion, etc. People have been doing devotion all the time. It never ends. If they were to find God, their devotion would end. Devotion has to last for half a cycle. All of these things have to be explained to human beings. You should use this picture to make them see how the world becomes new. The new world is established and the old world is then destroyed. An exhibition, etc., has to be inaugurated by an important person. You have to take their help. They are then also given thanks. Send them a telegram to convey your congratulations. They have such a big title given to them. They have even given themselves the title Sri Sri. The Father Sri Sri explains the world was elevated and it has now become corrupt. The Father has come to make it elevated once again. They give themselves the name Sri and in advance. In fact, Sri Lakshmi and Sri Narayan can only be said to be in the golden age. Kings never used to be given the title Sri. They are called His Highness. Even the king worships the greatest high holiness, Lakshmi and Narayan, because they are pure, whereas they themselves are impure. Pure kings are called High Holiness. Now instead of His Highness, they have given many other titles to everyone. They continue to say Sri Sri. The unlimited Father is now making you Sri. By using the picture, you can explain how the new world is established. We are doing the service of making corrupt once elevated. So please come and carry on out the opening. Explain to them that liberation in life in a second has been remembered. Those who explain to them should be very active. They should be very alert. Those of the military remain so tip-top. The name of your children is very great. Shiva Shakti Army. The knowledge is received by weak ones and those with stone intellect. The things here are very wonderful. Look, it is good. It is God, the highest and high, and see whom he is teaching? Hunchaks and those with stone intellects. God speak. I teach them Raj Yoga. This is fixed in the drama. However, not everyone consider himself to be a sinful soul. The Father said, if you become pure in this final birth, you will receive liberation in life in a second. Many people come, they are amazed by this knowledge. They listen to it, they speak about it, they belong to Baba, then they fall and leave. This has been happened from the beginning. In the morning, they say that they have firm faith, and in the evening, they would say that they have doubt, and they are living because they are unable to continue. The destination is too high. So I am taking leave now. It is destined in the drama. They then divorce the father. Maya is so powerful that she slaps you while you are moving along. Children say, Baba, tell Maya to become a little gentle. Baba say, I tell Maya to become very hot. The father says, remain caution. It should not be that Maya slaps you and you become trapped. You have been asking to live in a household and attain liberation in like Janak. The father says, become pure for one bath and you will become the master of heaven. People love poison devices so much. While moving along, they fall. If the karmatis do not want to get married, the government cannot do anything. They can explain why should we become impure? What we would have to become worshipper and bow our head in front of everyone? If I remain a Kumari, everyone will bow down to me. So why should I not remain worthy of worship? The unlimited Father says, become pure and worthy of worship. There is just the one examination in Raj Yoga. So many ask and then fall. Each one play his or her one part. The result will still be the same as they were in the previous cycle. This is the drama and we are actor. When you become full destroyer of attachment, full love can be forged with the Father. Baba, I will now remember you, Alan. I will definitely claim my inheritance from you. You have to make such a promise. Only then will both husband and wife become pure and go to the ashram of heaven. Both will sit on the pier of knowledge. Many couples will become like that. The tree will then begin to grow very quickly. Acha, to the sweetest, beloved, long last and now fond children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bab Dada. The spiritual father says to Namaste to the spiritual children. We should say to the sweet father, Namaste, Namaste, Namaste. Essence for Dharana. Number 1. You have to sacrifice everything you have, including your chariot, into this imperishable sacrificial fire of knowledge. Remain very, very alert and active for service. Number 2. No matter what Maya is, remain cautious and save yourself from being slapped by her. Do not be afraid. Blessing, may you be a master bestower who has the merciful feeling to finish everyone's problem. No matter what sanskar the soul you come into contact with have, whether they create opposition, whether they create conflict with their nature, whether they are angry or however much they oppose you, Your merciful feeling will finish their strongest karmatic account of many births in a second. Simply let your original and eternal sanskar of a bestower emerge and have merciful feelings, and all problems of the Brahmin family will then finish. Slogan: to transform every soul with your merciful form, and drishti is to be a charitable soul. Om Shanti. Thank you, sweet Shiv Baba. Shukriya, Shukriya, Shukriya.